How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric if you're new here. If you're not, what's up? And today we're going to be going over the Osmo Pocket 3 and the cinematic settings that I use to get great footage that looks good on YouTube, Instagram, etc. We're going to hop right into it, no fluff, and just go straight to the settings. If you stick around to the end of this video, we'll be doing a giveaway, and all I'll need you to do is stick around. Alright, so let's get straight on into it and go ahead and discuss our settings. So, go ahead and turn it on. Now we're going to do presets. So let's go ahead and just walk you guys through how to go ahead and make a preset. So we're going to do the industry standard first, and we're going to go do 4K 24 frames per second. All right, so let's go ahead and get to that right now. You're going to swipe up, select 4K 24 frames per second, and you want to be in the 16:9 resolution. From here on out, we're going to swipe it. Make sure your exposure is always on M. You're going to want to be double the frame rate. In the DJI instance, we're going to be 1/150th, and that will be your industry standard double the frame rate. Your EV, you want it at either 0.7 or -0.3. And your ISO, I keep mine between 50 to 1600 just because I don't want to mess with it too much while I'm out in the field. White balance, I keep always at 5600. Glamour effect, you're going to want to have it off. Your color, this is very important. Put it on D-Log M. This will allow us to color grade it. This is their 10-bit, and it looks phenomenal when editing. For focus, you're going to want to have it on continuous most of the time when filming anything that's moving, so cars, etc., boats, people. If you want to have a shot where you're on a tripod or something like that, you're going to want to put it onto single, and then focus on the point you want to focus on and leave it that way. So if you walk in front of the frame, it won't have to hunt for it, and it'll look more cinematic when you have your subject or focus locked on. For image customizations, sharpness you'll want at -2. Your noise reduction, -1. Confirm. For audio, when I am without the mic, I leave it on the stereo. Very important to leave off the noise reduction. You can always do that in post. And then for audio direction, you want it, I always have it on the front. So when I'm filming like this, I'm only getting the audio that's coming in from my subject, things like that. If I'm vlogging, I'll put it from all. Now to save this preset, you'll go ahead and swipe down. Hit the little person here, and then I have it saved as a C2, but you'll hit this C5, click it, and it'll program a new settings for you. Now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and do our 60 frames per second to give us that nice, smooth, buttery slow-mo. Swipe up, go over to 60 frames, swipe from the right. Almost all of your settings will be the same. The only thing that you're going to change is going to be your exposure. You're going to want it 1/120th. That's double your frame rate. I will keep my ISO at 50/1600. And then you want your EV at -0.3. Confirm that. White balance is the same. Everything else remains the same. And then you'll go into your settings. Hit the little guy again. And then you will go ahead and save it as a new setting preset. Now, I always have mine on default speed for the rotation of the gimbal. If you want it to look more cinematic or have more control, I would go into the slow. So that way you can easily make movements and they're not abrupt or anything like that. For the gimbal mode, typically I would have it on follow. As I move around, the gimbal head will move. If I want to do a punch in shot, I will put it on tilt locked. So that way, no matter how my hand moves up or down, it locks it on the horizon. And if I'm also like panning around, it'll still lock it on the horizon. And if you want something a little bit more creative, you'll just go ahead and go into FPV, and that gives you free range of motion. Those are the settings I have for the Osmo Pocket 3 to make cinematic footage. Now, for the giveaway, we have the Sonova. This is their Osmo Pocket 3 carrying bag. This is awesome. I'll go ahead and open it up. Alright guys, now that we got to the end of the video, the giveaway is a Sonova Osmo Pocket 3 case. You can carry everything you need for your Osmo Pocket 3, from ND filters, extra batteries, microphones, small tripods, etc. All I need you to do is drop your Instagram handle down below in the comments, connect with me, what you would do with it, and I'll reach out to the winner via Instagram and post it on my next video. Deuces, guys.